Are you exercising to look good for next summer or to be functional at 95? Many people spend hours in the gym, pushing their hearts to the limit or lifting heavy weights, yet they feel more rusted than ever. Is cardio the king of longevity, or are weights the secret to the triangle of youth? Should you be stretching in a yoga studio or sprinting on a track? Today, we audit the mechanical truths of exercise to find the ultimate longevity protocol. In this video, we move beyond burning fat to discuss mechanical integrity, analyzing how your cells respond to different types of stress. Chapter 1. We explore how VO2 max and muscle medicine, called myokines, act as a biological shield against aging. Chapter 2. We reveal the 2026 data on hybrid training and the perfect ratio of cardio to strength. Chapter 3. A real-world scenario compares the runner and the builder to see who survives longest. Chapter 4. You'll get a step-by-step practical weekly routine to weld your own physical architecture. Chapter 5. We calculate exactly what to expect for your biological age and long-term mobility.
Welcome to Health 600's Noble Science in 600 seconds. Your life-changing 10 minutes. Let's go!
Chapter 1. The source background. Our audit is grounded in two massive pillars of research: the Copenhagen City Heart Study and the Harvard Alumni Health Study. These long-term observations have tracked over 20,000 individuals to see which movement signatures lead to the longest lives. The findings are clear. There is a U-shaped curve to exercise. Too little leads to structural decay, but too much red line activity can actually increase arterial scarring. Supporting this is the work of Dr. Peter Attia on VO2 max, the single greatest predictor of all-cause mortality. The research shows that having a high VO2 max and high muscle mass doesn't just make you fit, it acts as a biochemical shield. When muscles contract against resistance, they release myokines, which are medicine-like signaling molecules that travel to the brain and liver to repair cellular rust. These studies prove that exercise isn't about the calories you burn, it's about the message you send to your DNA. Chapter 2. The findings. The findings reveal that longevity requires a hybrid architecture. We have identified 3 specific mechanical energy systems that must be maintained. First is Zone 2 cardio. This is steady-state movement where you can still hold a conversation. The science shows that Zone 2 is the only way to build mitochondrial density. It cleans out the exhaust from your cells and prevents the metabolic clogging that leads to brain fog and weight gain. Second is resistance training strength. As we age, we face sarcopenia, muscle loss, and osteopenia, bone loss. The findings show that muscle is metabolic real estate. The more lean tissue you have, the more buffer you have against disease. Strength training welds the bones, keeping your triangle of youth, video 11, structurally sound. Third is stability and mobility. This is where yoga and Pilates shine. While they don't build the VO2 max of a runner or the raw power of a weightlifter, they maintain the biological lubrication of your joints. Pilates, specifically, focuses on the core scaffold, which prevents the structural collapse of the spine. The most shocking finding: strength and cardio are not either-or, they are synergistic. High muscle mass protects the heart during intense cardio, and high cardio capacity allows you to recover faster from weightlifting. However, the data suggests that for longevity, strength is the floor and cardio is the ceiling. You must have the muscle to stay mobile, but you need the heart capacity to keep the engine running. Striking a 50-50 balance between these two is the Nobel ratio for a century of health. If you only do one, you are leaving 50% of your structural integrity on the table. Chapter 3. The scenario. Consider the contrast between cardio-only Carl and strength-only Stan. Carl runs 10 miles every day. His heart is an elite pump, but his architecture is failing. He is skinny fat, video 10, because he has no muscle to support his joints. He suffers from chronic knee pain and a slumped posture. His brain age is young, but his mechanical age is old. If he falls, his bones are brittle and lack the muscle armor to protect them. Stan, on the other hand, only lifts heavy weights. He looks powerful, but his pipes are rusted. His VO2 max is low, meaning his heart has to work twice as hard just to move his bulk. He gets winded climbing stairs, and his internal rust, inflammation, is high because he lacks the mitochondrial cleaning that comes from cardio. Now look at hybrid Helen. She does 3 days of resistance training and 3 days of zone 2 cardio. She has the muscle armor to protect her bones and the mitochondrial engine to clear out toxins. In a stress test, Helen outperforms both men because her mechanical integrity is balanced. She isn't the strongest or the fastest, but she is the most resilient. In the event of a health crisis, Helen's body has the largest survival buffer. This scenario proves that specialization is for athletes, but generalization is for longevity. Chapter 4: Your Practical Protocol. How do you build mechanical integrity without living in the gym? Here is the 2026 architecture routine. The 80-20 movement split. 80% Zone 2, base engine. You need 150-200 minutes a week of conversation pace movement. This doesn't have to be a workout. A brisk walk, a light cycle, or even vigorous cleaning counts. The key is to keep your heart rate in that sweet spot where you are breathing harder but not gasping. Benefit: this derusts your mitochondria. The Scaffold sessions strength. Frequency: 3 days per week, 30-45 minutes. Focus on compound movements, squats, deadlifts, or hinges, and presses. These movements signal the entire mechanical chain to stay dense. Tip: you don't need to lift max weights. Focus on time under tension. Move the weight slowly to signal the collagen in your tendons to thicken. The biological lubricant, yoga Pilates. Frequency: 1-2 days per week or as a cool down. Use Pilates to weld your core, protecting your spine, and yoga to maintain joint space. Example: a 10-minute sun salutation every morning acts as a mechanical audit for your joints, ensuring they aren't seizing up from a sedentary lifestyle. The high-stress spike, VO2 max. Frequency: once a week. The 4x4 protocol. 4 minutes of high-intensity movement, uphill walk, sprint, fast cycle, followed by 3 minutes of rest. Repeat 4 times. Benefit: this stretches the heart's capacity, increasing your survival buffer. Daily NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. The 10-minute post-meal walk, as seen in video 10. This prevents the sugar rust that makes your joints feel stiff. Mechanical tip: take the stairs. Every step is a microload that tells your bone cells, osteoblasts, to keep the scaffold strong. Detailed example for a busy professional. Mon/wed/fry, 30 mins strength at home or gym, plus 10 mins yoga stretch. 2/thir/sat, 45 mins brisk walking, zone 2. Sunday, the spike, 15 mins hit, followed by a long, relaxing walk. Chapter 5: What to expect. When you implement this hybrid protocol, the transformation is bottom-up. In the first 30 days, your energy integrity will shift. Because of the Zone 2 work, the afternoon slump will vanish as your mitochondria become more efficient at fuel switching. By 90 days, your visual architecture, video 11, will change. The resistance training will fill out your frame, pulling your skin tighter and improving your posture. You will feel sturdier in your own skin. By 1 year and beyond, you are looking at a decades-long longevity bonus. Studies show that high VO2 max and strength can add up to 10 years of health span, years where you aren't just alive, but physically capable. Your mechanical age will stay locked in its prime, and your brain age will remain sharp due to the constant flow of myokines. You aren't just working out, you are maintaining your 600-second mechanical integrity. Don't just watch, take action right now. I have already shortlisted the exact products and tools you need to secure your results. Scan the video description below to get your protocol hardware today.
This is Health 600s, and I'll see you in the next 600 seconds.